Summer rugby at last. The Beaumont Legal Stadium. It's Wakefield Trinity versus Salford Red Devils in the Super League 22 fixture. After last week's great victory across at St Helens, coach Chris Chester has made 3 changes to his side. Danny Kerman, Michael Seal and Anthony Walker are all missing. Scott Griggs is at fullback. It's Mason Caton Brown, Reece Lynn, Bill Tupel and Tom Johnston in the 3-quarter line. The halfbacks Jacob Miller and Sam Williams. Anthony England is back in at open side prop forward. He was injured in the warm-up last week and had to miss that game. Kyle Wood and Craig Hewby complete the front 3. Matty Ashurst will partner with Dean Hadley. Dean's on loan from Hull FC and starts in the second row, and Tinny Arona is at loose forward. On the bench, Mitch Aldred will play his first game after suffering concussion in a pre-season friendly. And on the bench with Mitch are James Batchelor, David Fifita and Liam Finn. Salford Red Devils had a great win over Warrington last weekend, and coach Ian Watson welcomes back 3 of their star players. Gareth O'Brien's at fullback. The 3-quarter line is Greg Johnson, Chris Wellham, Niall Evels and Justin Carney returns from a 2-match suspension. Halfbacks are Rob Louis and Michael Dobson. Lee Mossop, Logal Tompkins returns and Lama Tarsi are in the front row. Ben Murdoch-Masila makes his first appearance in the second row with Josh Jones and Mark Flanagan's at loose forward. The bench is Craig Kopchak, George Griffin, Olsey Kransnicki and Chris Brynin. The referee for this afternoon's Super League game is Rob Hicks.
So it's Gareth O'Brien, the Salford Red Devils fullback, that gets the game underway here at the Beaumont Legal Stadium. Wakefield with the first touch of the ball. It is followed, it's standing the ground, it's England are working hard. And Louis with the inside pass. Hanging on a split second too long. The referee gives the penalty and signals extremely clearly. Well done, Mr. Hicks. The players have got to make the tackle and they've got to roll away. So Gareth O'Brien will attempt the shot at goal. O'Brien with the conversion attempt. It's true. Penalty's converted. Wakefield Trinity 0. Salford Red Devils 2, courtesy of the Gareth O'Brien penalty. Bring it back to the right. Away from Mactch half. That's a high tackle. And Griggs doesn't look very comfortable with that. This is surely a chance for Wakefield to open their scoring in the 12th minute. Williams does indeed convert the penalty, and here at the Beaumont Legal Stadium is all square. Trinity 2, Salford Red Devils 2. That's to the right. Short pass to Griggs yet again. To Hepstone. That's a penalty. Just in the last minute, it's going to be Tompkins who's made up the win. Steadies himself, it's like a little 9-iron. There he goes, straight between the posts, and Trinity lead for the first time. 31 minutes into the game, perhaps a little bit less with stoppage time, and Trinity leads Salford by 4 points to 2. Not the best of passes from left to right, and skipping on from Mason Caton Brown, the former Salford player, of course, played against us. His former players. Taking it first to the left and switching it back to the right. Finn. Tinny Arona with those stockings round the ankle, short pass. And he's quickly become a big favourite as they huge man. Just to the left of centre. Finn with the run round. Short pass again. This is a chance. And a chance, absolutely a chance for Reece Lynn. You see nothing on at all when Reece Lynn took that ball 5 metres out, but the opposition were backing off, and well, the use of the 24-year-old signed a 2-year contract, an extension to his contract this week. So here comes Williams, 8 points to 2, Wakefield lead. It's drifting to the left-hand side of the upright. It's a good attempt for Williams. He can't convert the try, and it remains 8 points to 2, with about 7 minutes remaining before the break. Good half a way. Fred acted half back. Pass to the right, Caton Brown again has drifted in from his wing. Just relieving the work of the forwards. A run from Reece Lynn, skips past 2. Louis completes the tackle, along with Wellham. At the blind side. Beautiful run from Asher. She's got a no-run pass to Tom Johnston. Johnston's trapped in and a little grubber kick. Where's the Wakefield attackers? It's Miller. Stops the ball up to reflection. He's right around the ankles. That was a great work try. First Asher's kick. And of course, Tom Johnston and the try scorer Jacob Miller will tell you that that's something that they've practiced on the training ground. Williams to add the extras? No, this time just to the left hand side of the post. And he works it to the left. Dobson with the dummy. A half tackle from Hadley, but completed by Fafita. From left to right. Very close to the Trinity line. Scott Griggs marshalling his defensive wall. Big passing from Robert Louis to the right. Chance for Louis on the side. He's going to score the first Salford Red Devils try, and it's disappointment for Chris Chester's Trinity side there. And the wrong side for a right-footed kicker. What can O'Brien do? Here we go. Touch, you should say it's good. That's a good conversion from Gareth O'Brien. Opting to run the ball, and I think perhaps from their point of view, quite rightly so, to within 5 metres of the Wakefield line. Another ominous position for Wakefield. It's Dobson. Louis moving it to right. This is Weller. It's close to the line. Well, has he reached over? Or was it a double hold? The referee says that's a legal try for Chris Weller. And Salford are right back in this one. View of this one. We'll have to wait for the touch judge's decision. Here comes Gareth O'Brien. It's high. I think it's going to the left. It is. Halfback. Wakefield again on the back foot. About 4 defenders. Moves away. Play to the right. On Louis. A chance for the wingman. Reaching. Going for the corner. Johnson dives as he scored. Referee looks towards the touch judge. He's nodding. If that try's given, that is a great try. But it's further disappointment for Wakefield. That looks to be going left as well. It has. The touch should just wipe it away from right to left. Right into the line. The dummy from Evans, the centre. Caton Brown gets back and makes the tackle, and had to do so. Here comes Jones, the inside flick. Griffin will score. Oh my word, Trinity with 4 tries in a very, very short period of time. He'll be sending out the instructions, telling his charges how they can win this one. O'Brien, simpler kick this one. Should do it. He does. Between the posts, Gareth O'Brien. 22 points to 12. So back into this grade. Ball retrieved by Tom Johnson. Here comes Bill Tupou. Fancies his chances on his own. With the drive to 10 metres. Wood, where are the big boys? Wood fancies his chances on his own. And then the flip, now it's Tupou. Tupou sees a gap. Trinity are back in this one with a great Bill Tupou try. Well done, Kyle Wood. 16 points to 22. Certainly kickable. Come on, Sam Williams. There it goes. The Speckers are cheering at the back of the post, and it's 2 more points. Round of applause from those Wakefield Trinity faithful. Wood again. Arona. That's a chance on his own. Does it? It's not. It's Fafita. The biggest standoff line in the world in the league. David Fafita still going. And going to within a couple of metres. Come on, Trinity. Let's have the winner. Miller. This is Arona. Who's going to come up with that levelling try? Wood fancies it on his own as Wood crosses. Very so close to the goal line. He's only a metre. In fact, probably less than a metre short of the line. Griggs had acting half back. Fafita on the dummy on the other line side. Fafita could have twisted and turned. No, he couldn't because there were 4 Salford defenders there. There can only be a couple of minutes remaining, if that. The ball on the spot quickly from right to left, from left to right. This is Williams, this is Lynn. Lynn's got his opposite number. Passes opposite number. And he has leveled it. An individual supply from Mactch who scored a great try in the first Leigh has levelled it at 22 points apiece. Wow, what about this for a grandstand finish? Fafita went close, but faster than he did on his own. And the ball is sped from left to right. I said earlier, who'll be a rugby league coach, who'll be a goal kicker, because it's all on Sam Williams. Sam Williams, this to win the game for Wakefield Trinity here at the Wakefield Legal Stadium. Listen to the speckers, they're cheering. The touch jumpers flags are raised in unison. Sam Williams, has he won the game for Wakefield Trinity? They now lead Salford Red Devils by 24 points to 22. And there is less than a minute remaining. No penalties, level. Dobson looking for the runners and right into the line. Trinity's defence stands firm. Salford swinging it from right to left, keeping the ball alive. Oh, there's a chance for the match-winning try. However, then Robinson tries to score with a try on the final router. Wakefield's defence spun out against the cross. The player lost the ball and had to score it. That would be a winning try. But credit the Wakefield defence, but Reece Lindman was involved in that incident. He's taken a knock and doesn't look very comfortable. And the game's over. They're going to the final basket.
Chris, but should it have been so close?
No, I don't think so. We're disappointed with the performance today. I know we've come away with a win, but we can't gloss over that 30-minute spell in the second half where once again we got out enthused. So yeah, it's great to get a win, great to get the 2 points, great to send the fans home happy. But there's a hell of a lot of improvement in our boys moving forward.
Straight after your half-time tea talk, Chris, what did go wrong in that 20 minutes in the send-off?
I don't know. I think I might just have to keep my mouth shut in future at half-time. And I don't know, mate. We just seem to go into a shell. We're just not completing high enough, and we're giving some really cheap field position away to Salford. They're a good side. They are a good side. I think they'll be in the 8 this year. But it's certainly a get out of jail for us today, and probably a lucky win.
You've just mentioned the top 8. Teams are beating everybody. You played 4 now. You could have beat Hull, you should have beat Huddersfield. You've now beat St Helens and Hull. Are you already thinking about this is going to be a really, really tough league?
Yeah, it is, and that's what the salary cap's done, isn't it? It's brought a lot of teams together, closer together. So it's exciting, it's entertaining, and that's what we want. And we're playing a big part of that. That were a really good win. I'm really proud of the effort, and that's a win for
It wasn't bad. It was a good win.
Reece Lynn scored 2 tries, went a long way to thanking you for a 2-year extension of his contract. But then an injury towards the end of the game, Chris.
Yeah, it looks like a serious knee injury. We'll have a look at him tomorrow morning. We'll scan him over the next 24-48 hours, and we'll take it from there. Reece has been playing very, very well for us the first 3-4 weeks, and disappointing it's come away with what looks a nasty injury, but we'll know more in the next 48 hours.
No Danny Kerman today following that cut on the knee from St Helens last week. Might he be back for Friday? And Chris, how do you prepare for Leeds? They're running hot and then cold and then hot again.
Yeah, Kermo's going to be fine. He probably could have played today. He could have played today, but with it being such a short turnaround, we wanted to give him a breather. He got a couple of knocks last week, one to the head as well, so it gives him time to refresh his batteries. I thought Dean Hadley were outstanding for us today in the back row. Great debut for Dean, and we're looking forward to Friday. We've got a lot of fresh faces, a lot of players that missed out today that'll feature next week. So we'll concentrate more on ourselves and what we can do, but we need to be a lot better than we were today against a good Leeds side.